Oh, for sure. I was only talking to my friend Kevin yesterday, wondering if we're going to fly down for it. It'll be such a historical moment. I'm friends of both Robert Whittaker and Israel, so it's a tough one. I'm definitely on the fence. Both guys are amazing, and both guys are just really cool guys as well. So um, yeah, it's going to be a very intriguing competition. Robert Whittaker is he's no nonsense. He gets the business done. He's very aggressive. Whereas Stylebender, he's just a different class and crazy. You never know what to expect, and he's so good and so unpredictable and so unorthodox. So that's what makes the fight so exciting. I really can't wait for that one. I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully I'll be in the crowd for it. That'd be really cool to watch live.
Well,
So this is a really interesting matchup because they both have like individual strengths. I think Israel obviously he has the range, he has the height, and he's a technical fighter. And he's super tricky. So he's super tricky with his shots, with his kicks, with his hands, everything. Rob Whittaker is just a beast. Like, he would hit like a truck. He's so solid. And his game is all round. Like, he's a great wrestler, great at jiu-jitsu, and such a sharp striker. So my pick is definitely Rob Whittaker. But I think it's going to be such an exciting match. Like, if Israel can keep Rob at a distance, it will be interesting. But I think if Rob can get inside Israel's range, then it's Rob's game, hands down.
Oh, man, you know what? I don't know who's going to win. But what I do know is they're both really nice people. I've spent time with both of them. I wish them both the best. I think that Whittaker will be faster and more explosive than anyone that Adesanya's faced. I think Adesanya will be more accurate and more selective in his shots than anyone that Whittaker has faced. So I think that they both have ways of winning. I think it's just going to be who puts their game plan into action first. I honestly believe the fight's a close one to call. I think that Whittaker's fast, and one thing he does better than anyone is he mixes up strikes from hands to feet on the same side. So throw a right punch, right kick on the exit. He does that better than anyone in the game. And his ability to move in and out and not get stuck in there is insane. He's so fast at closing distance, but more importantly, getting out. So I think that he has that going for him. I think that Adesanya's stalking and selective sort of shots style is going to be a problem for Whittaker, but I think Whittaker will outwork him because of his volume. But if he gets touched from Adesanya could certainly rock the boat. So we'll I don't really know who's going to win. I think they've both got the ability to win. I think they've got I know they've got completely different styles and both very different ways of winning. So I'm just as excited as everyone else to see it. One thing I do find kind of odd is I see everyone write like posts, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, whatever, about look at the guys that Robert Whittaker's fought. He's gone through Murderer's Row and all that sort of stuff. I kind of, in a way, sort of find it a bit like I think people still to this day overlook Whittaker. He's won like 9 fights in a row at middleweight. And I still think that it's weird that everyone says he went through Murderer's Row, when in actual fact, no one stopped him. I mean, the dude's a killer, you know what I mean? And he doesn't get the credit for being who he is. You fight Jacare, Romero, all those guys, sure, you've gone through that, but no one ever turns around and goes, he's part of it. Do you know what I mean? They're like,
oh, yeah.
I can't believe he went through all these guys, Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker's one of those guys, and he just doesn't get the credit for it. It just absolutely blows my mind. The dude's a killer, and I think he'll be around for a long time, and those guys, we'll probably all see him again at some point. But, look, I don't know who's going to win that fight. I honestly don't. I think they've both got very interesting styles that both of them are unconventional, and both of them can win different ways.
I love this fight. I do. Like, I don't really want to pick who I want to win more. I want to sit on the fence. Like, if it was a draw, that would be great, you know. But it's so cool to see like an Aussie and a New Zealander fighting for an UFC title. Like that's never happened before. So it's big for the country, you know, for Anzac. So I'm thinking Robert Whittaker wins, but Izzy's crazy. Like anything could happen. So you never know.
Amazing fight. I cannot wait for this. I think Robert wins. I think Whittaker beats Adesanya. Adesanya's no joke. You know, he's fought at the top, and but I just think Robert is his overall MMA game and how to mix it together is just a bit better than Adesanya's. And also Robert doesn't gas either. Like he's got the stamina to push for 5 rounds. And I think he just mixes it up really well. I've got him having the edge in the grappling. Adesanya the edge in the striking, but I think if Robert mixes it well with some takedowns, he can either catch Adesanya or just outpoint him for the 5 rounds. That's what I see. So, but I think it's going to be an awesome fight. Very
definitely.
Very technical, very game plan. Whoever sticks to their game plan the best, I think, wins.
Well, after watching Adesanya and Kelvin Gastelum, man, I do favour Robert Whittaker to go in there and get the job done, assuming that he goes in healthy. He's had some bad luck lately with his intestines popping out. Oh, it sounds crazy. But no, I think Rob's got the skills to capitalise on the same things Kelvin was able to do, but just better. I mean, the scary part is when like Kelvin kicked Adesanya in the head. Yeah, being so much shorter and not really a big kicking guy, whereas Rob Whittaker, yeah, he's got some pretty good head kicks. I bet he'll be looking to time that on him.
I got to tip Robert Whittaker. I do think Israel Adesanya is a great striker, but I think Whittaker's going to be too strong, too quick, you know, too powerful in there. I think he'll dart in and out. He's got a bit of that karate background, so I think he'll dart in and out really well like that. And that's a hard one to say. Him coming off fighting Romero, the people that Whittaker's fought his last couple of fights would have taken a lot out of him, so hopefully he's still got a couple more in him, but it would be a tough fight for him. But I do think Whittaker's just going to be too strong, too powerful for him. I think he's going to finish him late. He can go in the deep rounds. He can dig deep and win a meet like when he has to. So that's good. That's where I think he'll get the win.
Man, it's hard to say, but I'm a big fan of Adesanya, but I don't know, like man, I think Adesanya is gonna be able to beat Whittaker. I think Adesanya is gonna be that time. And never know, like the way how he played, the city kickboxing style, it's like just amazing. So I think I'm gonna go to Adesanya this time. I think he's gonna be the champion. Yeah, I think I'm going for him. But Hobart is really good as well. Like it's a hard match. And the style of the buff, it's completely weird. You know, like it's hard to see who's gonna be winning because they move and they change stance, they kicking weird stuff. Man, it's hard. It's gonna be a tough fight.
I gotta go for Whittaker after watching Kevin Gastelum fight Izzy the last one and how he landed not so easily, but he did land, and Whittaker seems to be a lot bigger, a lot more explosive, better wrestler, and no, he got the job done. Obviously, Izzy's a bit of a freak fighter, isn't he? Just get it done, so it should be an exciting fight, but I'll be rooting for Whittaker, obviously.